Hey y'all, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing awesome today. Super awesome. Welcome to Zahatka. My name is Valentina, and today I'll be showing you a tutorial for this. And this is a little pencil pouch with a band in the back that stretches so you can put it around your notebook, your book, and put pens, highlighters in here. And then if you journal a lot, it would be very handy, or if you need to highlight stuff in your book, like if you're in school or anything like that. So if you're ready to see how to make this little pencil pouch, hit that thumbs up button. Let's go! I've listed all the supplies you'll need right here, and I'll be cutting them in a minute. But today I decided to try out this Clover chalk wheel pen that I've been suggested by multiple people instead of using the chalk triangle and instead of using my heat erasable pen. They suggested I use this, which I didn't mind, but it wasn't my favorite. It was better than the triangle, but I think I'm going to stick with using this on the darker fabrics and keep using my heat erasable pen, the Frixion pen, on the lighter fabrics. For the quilted pattern, I decided to do the diagonal lines both ways. So it's like a diamond stitch and it's a 1.5 inch apart. And the batting I'm using in this is a thin cotton batting, so it's not going to make it a thick quilted pattern and not very visible, but it will still give it that effect. I didn't want to do just interfacing because I did want some kind of thickness to it, and interfacing just kind of makes it harder instead of just thicker. But I didn't want to do the polyfill batting because that's too thick for this type of project, I feel like. I am done with my quilted pattern, and now I'm going to put my lining on. You put this pretty side down if you do have a difference, if it's prettier on one side and not prettier on the other. So you put pretty side down, and then also I attach the zipper in this part right away too, so I make my little zipper sandwich. I do the outer piece with the batting facing up, and then the zipper facing down and upside down, and then the liner on top facing down. If you don't have a zipper foot, you can still definitely attach the zipper pretty easily, especially on projects like this. But if you do work a lot with zippers, I do highly recommend getting a zipper foot. I finished attaching the zippers and the lining to the outer piece, and then I turn it right side out and I iron it all around, making sure to iron down where the zippers are in the front and in the back. So iron down that lining, and then also iron down that front piece that's right by the zipper, so it's away from the zipper. And then I'm gonna top stitch that over, and whenever you iron it down, it just makes it a lot easier to have a straight top stitch. And whenever you are sewing the top stitch, you want to make sure that your lining is pulled back. So if you feel that it's coming up onto the zipper, just pull it back every now and again, just to make sure that it's not going to be up above the zipper part, because this whole point is for the lining to not be caught in the zipper. That's why we sew it down with the top stitch. Now I'm going to find the center of the bag and put my elastic piece down, and I just am going to mark the center just so I don't lose it and clip down that elastic in the middle. Once that elastic is in the center, I then proceed to put the zipper slider on. Then I turn the whole project inside out and I make sure that everything's centered and I clip it together, the ends, and sew the ends together. And as I mentioned, I do make sure that everything is centered. I clip wherever I have the clips for the elastic, I clip the zipper together with the elastic because I know that's the center. And then I just double measure just to make sure that everything is actually centered, make sure all the sides are even, and then I sew down those sides. Now, before finishing the last step, I do turn my project right side out again and make sure that the elastic is on good, there's no holes in the corners, and everything's good. Turn it back outside in, and I cut the excess fabric off and the excess zipper off right there, and then I'm gonna sew binding over it so it's a pretty finish, and that's where the 1.5 inch by 5 inch a piece of fabric comes in, and you can have it like the outside fabric or you can cut it as the lining fabric, whichever you want. I just decided that I wanted the strawberry fabric because on the inside a little bit because I thought it'd be cute. And then at the very end, I make sure to cut off all the excess pieces of fabrics, all the excess strands that may be sticking out, clean everything up, and turn the project right side out, making sure that I poke out the corners as much as I can without obviously damaging them. And now you're done, and I think this was a very simple project, but very useful and cute. But before I finish off this video, I did want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you and you did enjoy it and learn something. Let me know down in the comments below, and I would appreciate it if you considered liking, subscribing, sharing, and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!